A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a heart-wrenching ceremony at Dover Air Force Base in Delaware, President Donald Trump paid his respects to 2 Iowa National Guardsmen and a U.S. civilian interpreter who tragically lost their lives in an ambush in Syria. The Dignified transfer, which took place on December 17, 2025, marked a solemn moment as the remains of Sergeant Edgar Brian Torres Tovar, 25, and Sergeant William Nathaniel Howard, 29, were brought back to U.S. soil, along with their interpreter, Ayed Mansour Sukkot. The ambush, attributed to an ISIS gunman, occurred while the soldiers were engaged in crucial counter-ISIS operations, highlighting the ongoing dangers faced by U.S. troops abroad. The ceremony was attended by grieving family members, military officials, and Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds, who gathered to honor the fallen heroes. Trump, who has previously described attending such ceremonies as one of the toughest aspects of his presidency, met privately with the families, sharing in their grief and offering condolences. The Dignified transfer is a ritual reserved for service members who die in the line of duty, involving the careful and respectful movement of the transfer cases containing their remains. Sergeant Torres Tovar and Sergeant Howard were members of the 1st Squadron, 113th Cavalry Regiment, 2nd Infantry Brigade Combat Team, 34th Infantry Division of the Iowa National Guard. They were remembered fondly by their peers and loved ones. Jeffrey Bunn, the stepfather of Sergeant Howard, expressed his pride in his son's dedication to serving his country, calling him a hero who would always be the first to engage and the last to leave. He urged the public to pray for all soldiers serving in dangerous locations around the world. Ayed Mansour Sukkot, the interpreter who also lost his life in the attack, had a long history of service, having worked with U.S. forces during the Iraq War. His daughter, Dina Kyriakos, shared the family's grief and highlighted her father's commitment to helping U.S. soldiers, noting that he had immigrated to the United States on a special visa in 2007. The family is left to mourn the loss of a devoted husband and father who was dedicated to his work and community. The attack in Syria, which left 3 other service members injured, has raised concerns about the ongoing presence of U.S. troops in the region and the risks they face. The Pentagon has stated that the attack occurred in an area outside the control of the interim Syrian government, suggesting that it was a targeted action by ISIS. As the nation reflects on the sacrifices made by these individuals, the ceremony serves as a reminder of the human cost of conflict and the bravery of those who serve. In the aftermath of the Dignified transfer, tributes have poured in from across the nation, with many expressing gratitude for the service and sacrifice of Sergeant Torres Tovar, Sergeant Howard, and Ayed Mansour Sukkot. The families of the fallen heroes will now begin the difficult process of laying their loved ones to rest, with their remains being transported back to Iowa for burial. As the nation mourns, the stories of these brave individuals will continue to inspire and remind us of the sacrifices made in the name of freedom and safety. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.